Now that you have your appointment types created, we can create appointment subtypes. Please note that you can't create subtypes unless you have appointment types ready to go. Appointment subtypes are used to provide a visual cue on the calendar screen when an appointment requires special attention. Appointment subtypes can also be used to add additional time to an appointment. Appointment subtypes can be added under the system dashboard. So if you're here, you'll click System Settings, Appointment Settings, and Appointment Subtypes to get back here. Once your appointment subtypes are configured, they will show like this. You'll see this secondary color. So this is the color of the drop-down arrow. The primary color, if it's different than the original appointment type, if you have it set to, like if you have a pregnancy subtype on any appointment, you can turn the whole appointment pink if you want to. This one is just the secondary color of the drop-down arrow. This is the primary color of the entire appointment, and it will respect whatever the color is of the appointment that it's scheduled on. The name is whatever you name it. Abbreviation is how it will show on the snapshot. The length is the amount of time added or taken away from an appointment type when a subtype is added. Keep in mind that you have to respect the time slots that you have available on your calendar. So if you have your calendar set to 15-minute increments like I do, you can only have a length of plus or minus 15, 30, 60, 45, etc. minutes for any subtype. Secondary appointments are, I'll explain that in more detail in a minute, but this tells you whether it's a secondary appointment or just a subtype. And then these are the appointment types that the subtype can be added onto. So for example, you can only add laser onto an adjustment appointment, whereas you can add pregnancy onto an adjustment, new patient, re-exam, report of findings, massage 30 or massage 60. All right, let's open up the laser appointment type, for example. First of all, again, just like with appointment types, naming your appointment subtypes is your first step. This is the easy part. So if you need some examples, some common appointment subtypes for chiropractic visits are pregnancy, laser, extra time, pediatric, etc. Some common appointment subtypes for massage are deep tissue, cupping, aromatherapy, etc. Every appointment subtype should have an abbreviation. This abbreviation will be displayed in various areas throughout the system in order to make the most of a small space. So again, my example is here in the patient snapshot. I can see I've got an adjustment plus 15. I've got an adjustment with pregnancy subtype, and that's where you can see the abbreviation. Next, you'll decide whether this appointment subtype is a secondary appointment, and you have options of no or yes. Secondary appointments are appointments that are completed by multiple providers but don't need an additional or separate appointment on the calendar itself. For example, if a patient has an adjustment with a laser appointment subtype and the doctor is not the provider performing the laser portion of the visit, once the adjustment portion of the visit has been completed, the visit will appear like this. So I'm going to schedule an adjustment with laser. I'm going to schedule that appointment. Now you can see this appointment when I hover over it. It's an adjustment with laser. It has a different color drop down. I'm going to mark it as arrived. I'm going to come to the SOAP note screen. I'm going to select the appointment. I'm going to put in the first part of my SOAP note, submit that, and now on the front desk, the appointment is going to look like this. So now we finished our adjustment portion. Now we just need to complete the laser portion of the visit. So that is what appointment subtypes set as secondary appointments look like. If it's not set as a secondary appointment, so for example, this appointment, I'm going to arrive. I'm going to come put in the SOAP note. We'll reuse last note, click submit. This appointment is just going to turn green and say it's ready to be completed. All right. So next is additional length in minutes. If the secondary appointment should add time to the base appointment type, a positive number matching the number of additional minutes that should be applied along with the subtype should be entered into this field. Make sure it matches the time increments you have selected for your appointment types and your calendar setup. If your appointment types and calendar increments are set to 15-minute intervals, please be sure you only create additional time subtypes in 15-minute increments as well. If you would like your appointment card on the calendar to change in appearance when a subtype is applied, there are two opportunities to accomplish this, the primary color and the secondary color. Primary color refers to the left side of the appointment card, so this part, this part I should say, and the secondary color, secondary color is this little drop-down button. If you select the standard color here, so just select standard, then the color of the appointment on the calendar will respect whatever you have set up in your appointment settings. So it won't change the primary color of the appointment type. However, if you change the primary color to a different color, then any appointment that has this subtype will change to primary color of red, secondary color of gray. I'm just going to move it back to standard because I like my colors. So in this example, the adjustment appointment with the laser subtype has this blue color as the primary and the dark gray as the secondary color because an adjustment appointment is set to this pretty blue color. All right. Finally, the last step is to select which appointment types the appointment subtype you're creating can be applied to. For example, you wouldn't want to add cupping or deep tissue to an adjustment appointment, nor would you want to add laser to a massage appointment, whereas pregnancy or pediatric subtypes are appropriate for any and all appointment types. So for example, here I have cupping available only for massage visits. I have pregnancy available for all of these different appointment types, and I have laser only available for adjustments and additional 15 minutes for any of these appointments. I should probably remove massage from that, shouldn't I? All right. Next, after you're finished, please don't forget to click Save to save your work. And once your appointment settings are configured the way you want them, you are good to start scheduling patients. Go ahead and pause and create your appointment subtypes now.